the field today, trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him and the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. He's going to go for a big play into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense, a crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this, such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason, does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react. And that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015, so you can recover from it.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to air one out, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete as well. Greg Olsen was the intended target. Now 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons.
Okay, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Stewart, 30 yards. yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones. And he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Now Ryan on first down. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ready. 59, ready.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Wake up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now Stewart on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Give him 18 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that is incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, Tuesday.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he's going to throw deep back. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. No matter where on the field, they're making plays.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Ryan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mario Addison able to drop him for a loss of 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Ryan backing up. Great protection. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Ready! Hey, 51's away, ready!
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. To throw is Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Sanu with a grab over the middle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. throw again is Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come up in an offset eye. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long, it's Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Third and one. Need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
10 yards to go on third. And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. The handoff to Stewart running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. To throw on second down is Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go back to Stewart on first. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton takes it himself. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. The Panthers are going to take another time.